All right, here we are. Adam had to do a little basketball, so we're taking care of the business here. Me and moderator Matt and Anthony Ramici of the famed Ramici brothers, the Alfa team in Southern California. I'll say the leading Alfa team.
There you go. That's more like it.
And he brought out a really, really cool car for us, a 65 GTA?
65, yeah.
65
Sprint
GTA. Tell us a little bit about this car. This is, as I understand it, a fairly rare special model.
Yeah, like it looks just like any regular Alfa GTV production car, but the GTAs were aluminum body rather than steel body as the street cars were.
So what do you think? You know, aluminum versus steel weight wise?
It's about 400 pounds.
That's a good amount.
It's a big amount, even in full trim and all that. You know, it's still 400 pounds lighter. That's all the body.
But the aluminum body ones like you have here are pretty rare, right?
Yeah, they only made 500 of them, and they only made 50 of those 500 were right-hand drive, and this is one of those 50.
One of 50.
How did you acquire this car?
The car, it's been actually in Southern California since the 60s. Charlie Therio bought it, and he started racing it in Trans Am immediately, and it was him. He was in his 20s, and he got a group of buddies, and they would just go race to race, try and earn enough money to go to the next race.
Back in the old days.
Yeah, and he never sold the car, and eventually in '85 he restored it, and it's as it was restored in '85. It's 20+ year restoration on it, and he passed away in 2004. And part of the deal with the family was he didn't want them to sell it, but he told them, if you guys are going to sell it, make sure it goes to someone who's going to keep it in LA and it's going to race it.
Yeah.
And I think he hit the right guys because
we knew the family and all. They knew that if I told them, hey, I'm not going to sell the car, I'm not going to sell it, and I race it all the time.
Yeah, I think, and for those of us listening and or watching, Anthony and his brother had met Adam at the what was it? Coronado Vintage Races a few months back, and were kind enough to lend him the transponder after Adam somehow botched the installation. Or, it's unclear.
It's always something. It's never a for sure answer though. What happened?
It's unclear what happened, but Adam's transponder didn't work, and Anthony and his brother lent him a spare that they had, and really appreciated it. And since featured a little bit of their car the last time, and we're going to be doing some more stuff, I think, in the vintage races, so for sure we'll be catching up with you more. But walk us around, show us the motor.
It's 100%. When I rebuilt it, I put all the original parts because I want to go race anywhere. I don't want to show up, tow across country, and go, oh, your car's illegal. Well, there's nothing illegal about it. Like the most period incorrect thing on this is the seat. I put a modern seat in it just for my own safety. But other than that, you could see the whole car. Everything is just to the T. It's all correct. And that makes a difference. We're vintage racing. We're not doing it for anything.
It's fun.
It's all about the cars. That's what it's supposed to be.
It's all about you having fun.
Yeah, exactly.
And these are these 1.8 liter?
It's a 1.6 with a twin plug motor. Yeah. So and that was also special to the GTA. It had a twin plug, while the regular production cars just ran one plug per cylinder.
Yeah, we got stiffed in the States.
The 1.6 liter engines, they look almost identical, right, to like the 2 liters you see in the Alfa Romeo Spiders.
Yeah, they changed the internals, but they kept the same overall design. It was just such a good bulletproof design that they never changed much on it.
What kind of power does it make?
This one in full race trim, we had it on the chassis dyno, and it's putting 150 of the rear wheels.
So 170.
So, yeah, about 170. And you figure the car weighs 1,700 pounds.
Yeah.
One of the other cars, it was weird. I came into the shop right here one day, and sitting here is an Alfa Giulietta Spider.
Okay.
If that's what I would call it. And I love that because I remember seeing some old, it's like old Bond era things. And I go, that's the car I want as a race car. Throw a roll cage in it. I go, Adam, whose car is that? What's that? He goes, it's my brother-in-law's. And I'm going, damn, well, if it sits here too long, what's going to happen? It's like one of those.
They'll never get rid of it.
Yeah, but it was filling up with water, and I go, oh my God, this car's getting ruined. And it was just, I go, perfect for race trim because it was gutted. It had the motor in it, nothing. And I should ask him where it's at because I think it's another one of the series.
You got to pursue it. It's one of those cars that one day you'll wish you followed through with it.
Yeah, and it wasn't a car that was in good enough shape where you feel like, oh, I'm going to mess it up by making it a vintage racer. But it's just such a gorgeous looking car as this is, and this has. If you look at this next to the Datsun, you can see the Datsun's a little simple style, whereas this has a little bit of the Euro.
Exactly, it always has that Italian look to it. You know what? The hardest part was trying to find the gear. So what I would do is I would hold the shifter for the first few laps to kind of remember where it was.
Yeah, you're left-handed. Sorry, on the door.
Right now I have the full
relatively quiet
on it. It's still registered and insured, so I drive around the street. We go to the track, top it off, and put a siding. 7,500 RPM.
Oh, yeah.
Top gear, just going. And just, sounding car.
Gorgeous, simple interior too.
Yeah, just straight to the point. The whole thing was on the car was all lightweight. Like if you look at even the seats, they don't have no recliners because Alfa figured, you know what, that's unneeded weight. Let's just have it clip in, and there's no adjusters. You can't recline it.
It's a little different than the 2-liter that I was thinking of. Like that's more on the Spider.
And they ran the carburetors up to 1967,
Check out his
68
Ram
saw
era.
no cars. In 69, they had fuel injection.
Now, when we go to Monterey and check out the cars at the Italiano Concorso, me and Am love popping and checking out the hoods of the Alfas because they have that engine look. They go gigantic, head. And I go, yeah, 4 valves. And I go, no, 2 valve head.
Yeah, 2 valve.
Two
It's
valve,
just a
simple.
beautiful design. It's it reminds me a lot of the Lotus Twin Cam, but just a little bit wider. It's got the same overall design. And this car in the GTA 2, they had a magnesium valve cover. The whole thing with the whole car was just all about saving weight. Magnesium valve cover, magnesium oil pan, magnesium bell housing. Even for a while, they ran magnesium front covers too.
All right,
Exactly.
well, why don't you throw a plug out to your site because we're getting tight for wrapping and all that. Monkey Business Am's going to hook up with us later, and we'll exchange emails so we can get going on the
Hopefully, we'll see you at the track.
vintage
definitely.
track racing that's coming up in
Yeah,
Monterey.
that's all we do. We have a shop in Northridge, Santos Italian Car Service. It's santosservice.com. And we've been around for forever, and all we do is race prep, a lot of service and restorations. Just if it involves an Alfa, we can do it.
Excellent.
Adam would be asking, you do any Lamborghini work? And
Yeah, he already started bugging me about it.
I told you.
Lamborghini, some Ferrari, he's hinting, We got to get him in an Alfa, though. That's
you're going to get me one in before him, and I've always liked this car. All right, from Glendale 1, we're out.